How's it going, everyone? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Actually, this is perfect. It is nighttime, which means I could show off some of my builds that I've been working on. So this is a blender that I've been trying to do in my style here. I think it's looking pretty good. I think it needs to be white, though. I did not change it to white. There we go. So, yeah, this is in my Corsair style. Looks like it was built by Corsair. I don't know about, like, how bright that is. I'm not too sure if I should change that or not. But yeah, this is this side here. I kind of am feeling that this may be a little too bright. Let me see. Also, there's... Oh, hi, Chi-Chi. Also, I think I may put one of these down here. Let's see. So, I want to replicate this side here. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. So, it need to be like from there to... Let's make it go... Actually, let's just see what it looks like all the way across to here. Okay. So if it's like that, I'd have to raise it up one. Okay, so that's an issue there. So I can't do that. Let's see. Maybe if I do this. Oops. Let's go with that. Move this there. Raise it up one. How's that look? How does it look over here versus over there? I feel like this side's up a little bit more, the outputs. Like, that can't be right, though. Yeah, it's the same. So if I do... Let me make sure I grab the right color. Okay, how does this look? How does this look? How do we feel about this? This is the same over here. Okay. Oh, I guess I did have the beam go right across the hole. Maybe it doesn't matter. Okay, so the lighting looks the same on either side. The only difference is this. It crosses the hole here, and I don't know how I feel about that. This is the beam going across. Huh. How's this side look? It's looking pretty good. I guess I can have the beam start and stop at the holes. I might do that. Like over here. What I need to do is get rid of this. Oh, so that's good right there. This one I need to remove. And instead have it start... I guess I gotta have it start there. And then just move this in like so. Actually, let's see. So we'll start... Why doesn't it start in the right place? And then up one. Okay, how does that look? There's a little gap right there that I don't like, but it's alright, I guess. I mean, is there a way for me to... go all the way to this end? Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's fine. Okay, so we got that side. We got the other side. I think we are good here. I've got, like, the lighting underneath here. It's, like, undercarriage lighting. On this side, I've got kind of like a flickering gradient right there. This is just the teal, the purple. I got a gradient right there. Up here, I got, like, a little flickering bars thing. I think that's good. So from afar, that's what it looks like. I like it. I like it. So let's call that good. All right, let's remove all the beams and we'll save it. But yeah, off stream, what I did was I completed the packager. You know what? Let me save this thing. So this will be the Corsair Blender. Set the directory to custom machines. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I've done stuff like, let's see, what was the last one that I did? Last one was the packager. Where is it? Where is it? Where's my Corsair Blender? Oh, or packager, here we go. So this is supposed to go... Okay, I did not put this in the right directory. So we gotta save that to here. Wait. Corsair Packager. Gotta move that right there. There we go. Okay, so this is the Corsair Packager. Something very simple here. Since this is such a small machine, I kept it simple. I think it looks good. If I move back like this. Yeah, it's simple. Nice and simple. I like it. Blueprint. Wait. Why isn't the packager in here? What the hell? It's just... Where is it? It's right there. Why can't I move this to custom? Strange. Okay. Alright. But yeah, I did that off stream because it was super simple. But yeah, like I said, I've been working off stream on my Corsair line of machines. Like I've got this, I've got this guy, which I actually am really happy with. Like I like the like gradient thing that I got going around here. Each side here has different colors. It looks good. Yeah, I think that looks good. Clear that. So, what we're looking at now. Actually, don't need this guy right now. Ooh, that just packed my inventory. Let's clear out my inventory a little bit here. Oops. Okay. But let's see. So we're going to be starting with tonight by finishing these up. Particle accelerator. how can I make this have the style of these guys? Well, first of all, I'm surprised I was able to afford that. I don't know exactly. Okay. Ooh, I love those coils. Those look so cool, especially with the white. Okay, so let's take a look here. What options do we have when it comes to lighting this thing up? Let's see. There's no way I could put, like, something in there, right? I don't think those are windows. I can't even remember. It's been so long since I've touched package or one of these things. I did in my first world, but I think in my second world. Knives, how you doing? What is up? Yeah, no, that's a problem I have. Most of the time in my worlds, I just use the standard orange, but I do add lighting a lot of times. But I'm still early enough in the game that I did not have, like, I don't have a good crystal oscillator factory yet, so I've kind of been avoiding it. However, I really want to force myself this playthrough to work on my aesthetics a little bit more, because this is basically how I build most of the time. Like, I'm decent with, like, making my machines compact, and it looks cool having a bunch of machines, but, like, I think it would be even cooler seeing a bunch of machines in certain styles. So, like, I've been designing a bunch of my machines with lighting that is inspired by Corsair. They got, like, their gradients and stuff. But yeah, I've been trying to get an aesthetic style that matches throughout all my machines. And I think I'm pulling it off so far. Yeah, so this is my assemblers. I've been working on this for the past couple weeks. Thank you. Yeah, I know, right? It looks like the inside of mine, except it's not completely rainbow. Like, I didn't want to go completely rainbow. Also, that would have made things a lot more complicated if I went completely rainbow, because the way that I blend lights is I blend signs. Here's a good example. You can see a little bit of flickering there, which actually, I don't mind the flickering. I think it looks kind of cool. But yeah, like, I use certain color signs and then just overlap them a little bit in order to blend them. If I had a whole bunch of colors, like all the colors of the rainbow, that would be very difficult to do, especially if I'm trying to condense it all down into, like, a line this length. But actually, this aesthetic here, I'm also combining with a build that I did in a couple of my other worlds for my manufacturer. So I've got 2 manufacturers there, and then I'll be able to extend this out however far I need it to be extended. This current build that I'm working on, or this current factory I'm working on, which I took a pause to work on these blueprints, is a battery factory here. So this will require 12.381 manufacturers. And the way that I do all this calculating is through an app called Versal. It lets you dial things down to the decimal point. But yeah, this is what I am currently working on, this factory here. I need the batteries for a drone fleet that I have planned. Versal. Satisfactory-planner.versal.app. I don't see a lot of people using it, but I've used this many times in all my worlds, and it helps me dial things down to exactly here. So you can see one of my goals in my worlds are I want all the machines in my world, or at least attached to my main power grid, to be working 100% of the time. As you'll see, all my lights are green 100% of the time. That's a challenge I've given myself. And unless it's bugging out right now, which sometimes it does. Yep, see, there you go. So my machines are all the machines that are active right now are working 100% of the time, 100% efficient. My OCD will not allow anything other than that. But the Versal Satisfactory Planner really helped with that. Honestly, I don't know if I want to customize this guy just yet. Because like even my next planned factory, which I already have planned out. So this is the factory I'm working on right now. Hundreds of machines. Or wait, no. Is there hundreds of machines? Yeah, there are hundreds of machines. But you can see this is the factory right here that I'm working on. This is the factory that I'm going to be working on next, which I planned this out. I planned this out a while back, but I realized that I needed nitrogen to get transferred over here, and unfortunately, where my nitrogen is at will require drone fleet in order to get the nitrogen to my factory quick enough. And I am too lazy to lay down train tracks. I am just too lazy. I like my drones. In my first world, I had probably a drone fleet of probably close to 60 drones in total. Something like that. It was crazy. But yeah, so the big issue with this factory was the nitrogen. Getting the nitrogen. And I tried using fuel as a drone fuel, and it just would not get my drones far enough to get to the place where this factory is going to be built. So I decided to take a pause on this and just make a battery farm here. And then I got distracted blueprinting. Honestly, that Satisfactory Planner requires a little bit of like getting used to, because it is kind of different than other Satisfactory planners. The other ones you can like input your inputs and ask for the outputs, but like you really can't go in and like nudge numbers around in order to increase certain items that you want. The planner that I use allows complete customization. You can go in and say, okay, I want this amount of this amount of this, I've got this coming in, I've got this coming in, and then it'll lay everything out for you. But then you can go in and like adjust how many resources are going to certain machines. It requires a little bit of getting used to, but once you get used to it, it works great. Oh my god, I'm listening. You can't hear it because I have the track separated, but I'm listening to Spotify. Right now I'm listening to Iron Mouse's Music Box of Fate, and it's beautiful. I wish I could share it with you. Yeah, no, me, I get off on having as much control over the numbers in this game as I can, because I want everything to be perfect. My OCD will not allow for anything other than that. But I gotta say, my merchandiser here is probably the best thing I've designed out of all of my Corsair line of machines. This is pretty cool too. I do like how this ring is all lit up. That took a sec to figure this angle out, but I got the beams in the right place in order to do it. And then my refinery I don't have down here, actually. Let's see. This is also one that I did recently. Let's see. Where is it? It is this guy. So this side seems pretty simple. It's got the outputs for the fluid and whatever this is. And then this is very minor detail, but I really like how I was able to make this curve here. Just a small little detail. And then I got undercarriage lights with my gradient. And then this side I was able to get a little gradient thing going here. Up top I have just a little thing underneath here. But yeah, nothing too crazy on this one, actually. I know, right? Hey, wait. I got you. I got you. I got you. Oh. Wait a minute. There we go. Now it's got spinning rims. I should do that. I should do an automotive line of machines. Like, just turn all the machines into, like, tanks or tractors or something like that. That's actually a great idea. That actually is a good idea. I like that. But a Boeing engineer, that's cool. Surprisingly, after 1,500-ish hours in this game, I rarely watch Satisfactory YouTubers. I really should, especially when it comes to architecture. I think my biggest weakness in this game right now is architecture. Like, I don't know, like, how to design, like, curved buildings or anything too crazy. Like, most of my stuff is boxes and then, like, little things off the boxes. I need to look into that stuff. Okay. But yeah, I think we may be done blueprinting for a little bit. Uh-oh. I forgot. With this much blueprinting, I end up with a storage box. How much is in here? Oh, not a lot. I don't even want this stuff. Okay, is there anything I can ditch in here to clear some space? No, my dimensional depots are full. Yeah, shit. Yeah, the thing about making, like, really customized lighting, it uses a lot of crystals and crystal oscillators. I try to go pretty light with the crystal oscillate, or the billboard signs, because they use crystal oscillators, and I do not have a factory yet that makes those. So I don't have a ton of those. Unfortunately, now I just realized I have to take these things down, because they're not supposed to be here. This is not the area they're supposed to be. This was me just setting them down to look at them. But this does make me confident in a cohesive aesthetic. I might upload these to the Satisfactory Calculator website, which I have done in the past. I have uploaded some blueprints in the past with another style that I made. Let's see. Which got thousands of downloads. Corrupted Defaults was what I called it. The style. Let's see. Here we go. But yeah, this is what my manufacturer build looks like once I have it complete. Now imagine this, but with my Corsair style. That's what I want. That's my plan. And I made a bunch of machines. Yes, 8 manufacturers is what I have for this blueprint. However, you can expand it however you want. This is my assembler thing. This is 24 assemblers. Super condensed. This is a mass diluted fuel generator. that I made. It is very expensive. Like, your Dimensional Depot does not have enough space in it, so you have to, like, load a bunch of parts into your inventory first in order to make it. But it works perfectly. It just takes in heavy residual oil and water down these pipes, and it creates fuel, a ton of fuel. Oh, that's right. So this is only half. This is only half of this. Wait, no. One half is one side, one half's the other side. I think I built this in, like, the biggest blueprint you can get. This very simple smelter. Called it my compact smelter spine. Yeah, I really wish there was. That would be very cool. Oh, this guy. I really like the look of this guy. This is... Oh, foundries! I forgot to design foundries in my style. This is a foundry cube thing that I made. But yeah, so I've done... This actually is probably obsolete now. So this blueprint, I kind of built out of necessity because I needed it. I needed a solution for a problem I was having in one of my worlds. I had 4 almost full 120 belts, or 1,200 belts, Mark 6. I had 4 almost full belts, but I wanted it to turn into 3 completely full 1,200 belts, and then, like, the remainder of that stuff left on the 4th belt. But every way that I was trying, it was causing stuttering in the belt. Because when I was trying to merge one of the belts into the other belts, it caused stuttering. This is kind of a buffer thing, if you will. And it completely removed the stuttering, and it works 100% of the time. I'm pretty sure with priority mergers... I built this back when there wasn't any priority mergers. But I think with priority mergers, this is probably obsolete now. Then I made a little water tower. This one I used only in one factory in one of my worlds. I like playing around with lighting. Lighting's fun. Okay, now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with all the parts that I'm gonna be getting from these guys once I tear them down. But dang, I have to do a foundry. Foundry blueprint. Let's see. So, let's go ahead and turn it white like my other ones. Okay, I immediately see a good place to put some lighting right here. Ooh, I can put some lighting back there behind the pipes. That would be kind of cool. Maybe something back here. I can add some lighting down the center here. And then, I don't know about this. This seems a little flat. But let's start with this. It helps me out having a bunch of beams set out already. Let's make them black here. Actually, I don't even need this guy. Okay, so let's start off by getting some lighting here. Let's use the 3-meter signs. Okay. So that means if I want to drop down a little bit more, no, I can't drop it down anymore. So it'd be like right there. But there we go. I need to grab that halfway down the sign. Okay. Maybe I should have used the smaller signs. Okay. So it'd have to start like right there. Okay, so we'll do one right there. Take that. We'll have another one there. And then another one right there. Maybe we'll start with the purple. Like so. And then center one will be blue. I've been trying to use the same exact colors all the way through my builds here to keep things consistent. Little flickering, but I don't mind a little flickering. I think that adds a little character to it. Yeah, not bad, not bad. I like that. Let's see. I wonder. I'm listening to Journey right now. Ooh, here's another place I can light up. In theory. I wonder. Can I just put one of these signs in there? Oh, well. That'd be too big either way. Well, you can see, like, I can light this up for sure. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. I'm sure there's a way to do it, to get it lined up exactly with that, but that's okay. Let's see what I can do with the display sign. Portrait sign. Portrait sign may be too big to do. Yeah, you can see the portrait sign actually is coming out the side there. I don't like that. But lighting that up, at least, would be kind of cool. So in order to do that, let's use a display sign. I wonder, can I... There we go. That's how I can line that up. Perfectly centered. Yeah, so we'll put that there. Now, I won't be able to light that up because it's in the machine right now. but at some point I'll remove the machine to light that. So that'll be lit up. I do wish this was farther down. I wonder. Let's remove that. Let's just make this one white for now. So that'll be white. Is there a way for me to... Is there a way for me to do this? Lower it down just a little bit more. Yeah, that would lower it down a little bit more. Maybe just a very little bit, but... every little bit counts, I guess. So... I do like how Satisfactory kind of forces you to get creative sometimes. Okay, before I continue that, let's just confirm that that's where I want it. Which way were we facing? This way. Okay, so now I can put machine back where I had it before. Okay, yeah, that's the perfect distance, I think. Or the altitude. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Okay, so now I can remove this guy. So this needed to be like right. You know, let's put that right there. I think this might work. So I need to grab the middle color now. Then that color. Okay, that didn't work, apparently. But this height was a little too high for me. But I think I want to try to put in a last color, like white. Let's make this white. I have no idea if this is going to be placed correctly. We'll see once I put the machine back down. So this will be teal. This will be blue. Pretty sure there's a way to hotkey all this stuff, but okay, let's see if this worked. Let's see. Okay. Ooh. 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 Yeah, look at that. That worked out better than I thought. Thing is, though, I want to increase the length of that one. Oh, I can't cover up the hole completely. I wish I could cover up that hole perfectly, but this thing's sticking out, and that's going to drive me nuts. Let's see. What can I do in this situation then? Because, like, this is bugging me, this little gap here. The problem is, if I use, like, a smaller... Oh, wait, I'm using the smaller signs already. If I can cover this up, I'd be happy with this. What options do I have to cover this up? Like, from here, you can't even tell that there's that little... Oh, wait, there... Okay, let's see. What options do we have to cover that up? It's always the beam connector, but... It's not even high enough, but... I'm still learning how to use beams to my benefit here. Oh, wait. I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. Bear with me. If I do this, and I can somehow get a white beam underneath there. You know what? Let's make it white before I put it in. If I can do this. See, maybe if I do this higher one. That's a little too high, I think. Yeah, that's too high. Let's just see what this looks like. If I move this guy into there. That didn't work out as well as I thought it would. Now, if I had that lined up perfectly with the sign, but look at that. It's just slightly off from the sign. Even then, there would be that little lip of the sign. Wait. Wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can I do this? Is this good? Will this work? Is that all I needed to do? Yeah, I Well, there we go. That was the solution, I guess. Yeah, I guess that worked. There we go. Can't believe that worked. That was all of us needed, I guess. Yeah. Is that too much white, though? Maybe if I change... What if I change this one to blue? Or teal? There we go. Perfect. That's it. That's what we were looking for. Just need a little bit more teal in there. And the flickering, I actually kind of like it. Yeah. But yeah, so basically knives. This is what I've been doing for like all this stuff. This is how I've been designing it all. Trial and error. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, no, the way I see it is if I spend the time to do this now, I won't have to do this later. And I'll be very happy with my builds. Let's see. I can add a little gradient in here as well, behind the pipes. Wait. Where's the edge of the sign? So that'll overlap like that. I might put one more in that's white. Let's see. Oops. Like that. Okay, let me remove that. I might make this purple. Let's just make all this purple just for now. Ah, there we go. Okay, so it'll be purple, then blue. And I think the backlit pipes will look pretty dang good. Come on. Come on. There we go. I'm listening to System of a Down now. Self-righteous suicide. That flickering is a little crazy. I don't know why it seems like so much more. Did I do a smelter? I can't remember if I did a smelter yet. What's that? I don't know what that is back there. I don't like that, though. I do like how it looks, though. Actually, the pipes break up the flickering, so it looks fine now. I like everything, but I believe the genre that I listen to most is considered alternative? I think? Trust in my... How do I get rid of this thing? Do I just cover it up with a beam? I could do it the lazy way and just... Yeah, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I like it. I think that looks good. Covered up that stupid weird triangle thing that created. Yeah, I think that looks good. Do I like the way it goes from purple over here to white? Because I can change that from purple to white over here. There is something that's kind of bugging me here that I can fix pretty easily, I believe. I think... I'd like to cover up the top of this. Yeah, I listen to so much different things. I guess nowadays, what I like to listen to the most is, like, basically anything that you hear in League of Legends trailers. Those music videos. Like Rise and... Oh, also, I'm listening to Paintress right now, which is an Expedition 33 song. But like Kada, I love Kada. Okay, so if I do this... Okay, for one thing, the sign's too long. Oops. I accidentally hit Alt. That creates that weird ping thing. Maybe need a smaller sign. Let's see. I think that's probably as far out as I need it, but if I do something like this, purple, purple, Is that good? Let's see. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like that. Although I think maybe I want this sign right here to be teal as well. I don't know if I want it to go all the way to white. So let's make that. Oh wait, it's teal already. Oh no, I just changed it to teal. Yeah, I think this is good. I really like foundries. They're probably my second favorite machines in this game. My first favorites, I think, are the manufacturers. I love these things. They look so cool. Okay, yeah. I think that was the right move. Leaving the white out from there. Also, I need to get rid of this guy. I'll get rid of that next time I take the machine down. But yeah, I think that looks cool. Okay, so next, where can we add some lights? Let's see. Let's use this for now. Like, can I do something back here? Like so? Yeah. Okay. Okay. We got some ideas here. I might use 3 meter signs. Maybe how far does it go? No, it'd be the smaller signs. Let's get the smaller sign. The 2 meter. Okay. Yep. That's what we're going to do. So it's going to start right there. Doesn't show over here, right? Yep. Oh. Okay, so we gotta use display signs, actually. So it'll look like that, there, and there. So that's how the color shift will happen. Okay, so let me place that right there. And actually, I need to raise this up by one click. Like so. Then this guy will be... should we start with... You know what, let's start with teal this time. We'll mix it up a little bit. We'll mix it up. Okay, so copy. Oops. So this will be blue right there. And then purple. I think this will be pretty cool. Ooh, it's nighttime too. I do want to... I do think I will install a mod that lets me change the time of day. Oops, what am I doing? Purple. Purple. I've been trying to do this world mostly modless, but if it really doesn't impact the gameplay that much and just like visual, I might consider installing a mod. There we go. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Yeah, look at that. Yes. Yeah. Okay, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Woo. I do need to add something up top here, though. We'll add some lighting in here, maybe. So we got... Yeah, we got that up top. That's looking perfect. Absolutely perfect. We got that. That's looking good. There's no way for me to, like, really bring the light down here, though. Because this little lip right here. So I think that's good how it is. You know what? Let's make this thing white like it's supposed to be. Yes. Yeah. I don't know what to do with this side. It's kind of difficult to light these up when there's just like a completely blank face. Because like when I add lights, I want there to be like some details in front of it to make it interesting. Like the pipes here, like these ridges here. This is just a blank face. So there's really not much I can even think to do with this. Like, what can I do here? Well, I appreciate it lines up like that, but still. Underneath the ports. Oh, you're talking about, like, having a... something like this? Oh. What the heck? Has this always been the case where you can attach them to... It snaps to the top of the ports. What the hell? When did that become a thing? I had no idea. You learn something new every day, I guess. What the hell? Yeah, it snaps to the tops of the ports. I did not know that was a thing. Oh, wait a minute. I could do some lighting underneath, or behind the ladder. That'd make it a little bit more interesting. But then if I, like, scooch it over, I don't like the ports being covered. I don't like how that looks. And I know it's kind of silly because the ports will probably be covered when I attach belts and stuff to it, but still, it bugs me for some reason. But you've given me some ideas here. 2 meters. problem with like different signs, using different signs, a lot of times they don't line up correctly. Let's see. Oh, wait. Oh. Wait a minute. As long as it's all one color, I think this will work. What color should this be? I'll leave this up to you. Should this be teal or purple? Teal? Alright, let's go with teal. Oop. Now I'm listening to the John Wick soundtrack. But yeah, like I said, I listen to a whole bunch of different kind of music. The side signs may be a little too far out. Yeah, okay. The side signs I made it a little too far out, so those will need to be 3-meter signs. And maybe just one in, actually. One notch in. Let's see. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Now I think I'm listening to anime music. I put like some random anime music in. Yeah, I can dig this. Yeah. It's a little weird right here, but what can I do to cover that? Nah. Let's see. Is that going to bug me at all? Should it be smaller signs? Because if I do the last size signs, the 2 meters, I wouldn't be able to overlap it with the center one. Unless I do 2 of them. Unless I do 2 of them. Wait a minute. Let's try something here. Okay, so we go with this first. Nudge it in 1. Nudge that in 1. Nudge that in 1. Or do I nudge it in twice? Maybe twice, actually. Like that. And then this would have to be teal as well. to blend with the center. Like so. Oops. Now that should be the correct length, I believe. Also, I wonder. Oh, add a little bit of blue. Just a little bit of blue. Oh, that looks cool. Oh, that looks so cool. Look at the lighting on the ground. Look at the lighting on the ground. Oh. Okay, let's take a look here. Oh, okay. Okay. So it's the same length. As it was before. Is there a way for me to move that closer? Okay. So, to move it closer, you'd go like that. Oh, I can't do that though because this happens. Wait. Oh, wait. No. I'm just being stupid. This needs to be teal again. Yeah. Okay, and now I can move these guys closer. Like that. Oops. Like that. Yeah, I think that little bit of blue looks so good with the teal. Yeah, look at that. Okay, without really looking at the light itself, just the color gradient there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, well, it's the same length. What the hell? Why is that? Oh, the Expedition 33 soundtrack is so good. That may be a little too close. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. To the center bar. I don't know. Oh, hell yeah. Look at that. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. Let me try something really quick. Oh yeah, it'll look great. Oh. Wait a minute. This might tie... This might make it look a little bit better. Yeah, because I don't like seeing the edges of signs if I don't have to. Yeah, there we go. I think that's it. I think that's it. Let's make this white like it's supposed to be. There we go. So it's a little we got added a little bit of light there on the very flat side, and that's good. The only other place that I think some lighting would be good. Oh, I gotta remove that sign. I think in here would be kind of cool to have some lighting. Which I think it would be a porch sign. Like underneath here. Like that. Yeah. So we can do one right there. We can bring another one down. Maybe do that. I don't want to go, you know what? Yeah, we'll put that right there. And then this one will go like that. Okay, let's color them. Should the purple be on the inside or the outside? Maybe in the inside. And the center one would be blue. And the outside one will be teal. Okay, it's a little glitchy, but I think with the grate in front of it, it'll be less noticeable. It won't seem as crazy. Also, I don't think I've done a smelter either in this style. Okay. The only thing that... It looks good. Like, the flickering... I don't mind the flickering through the grating. It kind of dilutes the flickering. The only thing I can think of is this right here kind of annoys me. So I wonder... Can I use the beam to cover up some of this? Like this? I don't like seeing the, not particularly the gap, but the edge of the signs. Let me see what this looks like. That's not bad. I like a little bit of black accents to these builds as well. I don't know, what do you think? Was it better without this or with it? Also, you can still see a little bit of the sign here, I just realized, but it doesn't bug me that much. Okay, so I think we're finishing this up here. And honestly, from above, it kind of looks cool having that little rim light. It does look a little cool. Looks purposeful. Purposeful. That's what I'm thinking of. Like, what bugged me about this down here is you could see the edges of the sign, but it looked like you kind of just slapped the signs down there. You didn't really think about like how it would look like from the side. But this looks purposeful, so I think that's why I like it. But I think we're finished with this. Like, I think any more lighting, it'd be a little too much. Okay. Let's remove all this junk. Alright, so we got the top lighting. That's perfect. The great lighting, that looks good. This little purposeful looking, very thin pencil strip lighting. We got the lighting behind the pipes here. I think that looks cool. We got some lighting back there. I think that looks cool. This looks awesome. I love the blend of the colors right here. I think that looks awesome. So yeah, I think this is good. I think this is good. Hell yeah. Nice. Okay, so we'll call this the Corsair Foundry. All right. Yeah, I guess I haven't done a Corsair smelter yet. Save the blueprint. Yeah. Looks pretty dope. Okay, let's clear the blueprint designer. And then pull out the smelter. The miners I don't really care about customizing that much. You can never really see the miners from my factory floor. Okay, what do we got here? We got a little strip here that we could put some lighting in. We could put some lighting in here. This is kind of a small machine. We can put some lighting right here. Now I'm listening to Fireflies by Owl City. It really has some great lyrics if you really listen to them. Oh. Interesting. That lines up perfectly. How high up do I want us to go, though? Let's see. Wait for me. Okay. I'm going to place that there really quick. I'm going to lower it down. Just one, I think. Then lower this down to maybe right there. Then another one. Oops. To there. And I'll maybe do a fourth one, actually. This one will be white. Okay. Yeah, no, that's actually a good rule, because that's what I actually did with my my packager. It's a very small machine, so I didn't put as many lights on it. And I didn't go too crazy with the gradients either. It's blue. Okay. Oops. Wait. Is that the blue? No. Wait, so there's the purple. Did I put too many signs down? Blue. No, this will be teal. Okay. And then white. Now I'm listening to The Greatest Showman music. Weird. What's... I missed the sign. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay, this is the sign that I didn't do. It's weird. Wait, the bottom one is not purple. That's supposed to be purple. The brightest colors fill my head. Strange. Let's make this purple as well. I think I may have put too many signs down, but let's see. No, that looks terrible. Yeah, this is not supposed to be purple. Why does this look so bad? Let me make the top teal. Yeah, it looks weird. Let me put the smelter back down, take a look at it. Like, I like the placement of the lights. It's just, I don't know why the flickering on this one specifically is bugging me. Yeah, I think I must have put too many signs down. Let me... Okay, this might be just... That may have been the issue. Yeah, I think you're right. That's... too many signs. Okay, that may have fixed it. Okay. Like, it's not a super strong gradient, but it does look better, I think. Weird, I feel like it needs more black accents in there. Wait, you know what? Yeah, is there a way for me to add like a black accent around here? I think that would look good. Now I'm listening to Evanescence. Hmm. Okay, they would add some black right there, but that's it. Too high, but let's... I want to see what this looks like really quick. Oops. There is another option to add black accents. Something that I haven't done in any of my other... Dead Trait, how you doing? What is up? How you doing? Let me ban this bot really quick. There we go. Let's see. So the other option to add a black outline would be with signs. But I've never done this before. But it might be good. Actually. Ah. Weird. You know what? Let's put one on each and just see what it looks like when I put the machine back down. Okay, so this is it with the black accent rim. Ooh. That actually looks pretty sharp. So which... Okay, so I'd have to use... I gotta figure out how to line this up correctly. I don't think it should be too difficult. Shouldn't be too difficult at all. I just need to do this, raise it up, and then over. Like that. Yeah. Perfect. This will be perfect. Bring the smelter back. Let's make this white. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that. The black accent there is perfect. Yeah. See, that's the thing about Satisfactory. Like, if there's something that you have in mind that you think might work, there's always a way to do it. Like, I'm terrible with, like, figuring out how to do curves, but, like, if I really, really wanted to, I could figure it out. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What else can we do here? Something underneath. You could probably hear my cat yowling in the background. Don't mind her. She is just deaf, so she doesn't know how loud she meows. Like, I could do something like this, and then just have each side be a different color. Or I can do gradient. One or the other. But if I do gradient, I'd probably use display signs. Oops. Yeah, like one there. Yeah, one in the center there, and then the other two next to it. Okay, so it's like, okay, so that far in. If I do that, it's kind of more in the center. Oh, it's in the exact center, which might cause some issues with the other side, so I guess it'd have to be there. Okay. Okay, so that'd be where it goes. Okay. Oops. That. Like that. That, and then like that. Okay. I don't know what color to start with. I don't think it really matters. But I'll do the same on the other side as well. We'll do the blue. And then teal. Quite a bit of flickering, but it will be less noticeable once I put the machine down. Let's see. Yeah, see? Oh. Love it. Love it. And I love the strips along the side too. Yeah. Okay. I am wondering if this will give me any good details if I, let's see. Oh. Oh. Okay. So I could light that up, I guess. The only issue is the corners here that are sticking up. I do love that shape that it's giving me, though. Huh. Let's think about this. There's no other size sign that this would work with, really. But oops. Sorry. Accidentally hit a hotkey. Like one of my thoughts is lining. Oh my god. Okay, so I got my hotkey right next. I've got my hotkey right next to the button that I lower stuff with. We're just starting the stream over and over and over again. There might be a way. I wonder if I use a small sign here. It still pokes through. If I use this. If I use this, and then I use oh, there's a way to do this. There is a way to do this. If I really force this, I can get this to work. What? Wait, why the hell does that do that? What the heck? Oops. Why does that go red? Too much overlapping? Yeah, no, I don't get that. Why the heck is this having an issue now? What? Yeah, you've witnessed me overlap many, many times. Is it like overlapping the... Let's see if I can do it now. What the hell? Can you not overlap 3 signs? I swear I've done that before. Why is this okay to overlap, but this isn't okay to overlap? Ah, come on. Come on! Why? What the hell? Um... Hmm. I will force this to work. One way or another. We'll just make it all teal for now. This will work. Come on. That looks incredibly stupid. But if I just move everything up by a single tick. Let's see. It does, it does. Ah. Dang it. Up by one tick. Is this one tick? Um... Oh my gosh. See, I literally just need to bring this all up one pixel. If you think of these as pixels. There's probably a way to do it with beams. There's always a way to do things with beams. That's too high. Ah. There's always a way to do this. That kind of threw everything off. That's something I do hope they bring into the game at some point. Organic decorations. Like, I think it would be cool if you could make like a circle and then put a tree in the middle of it, like a bonsai tree. Like a giant bonsai. See, that completely threw that off. Ah. Wait a minute. Why? We're so close. We're so close. And now there's these weird lines in it that are kind of bugging me. And we're just right back where we started. No. I'm at the point where I'm just like, you know what? I don't really mind the those little corners sticking out. I really don't. I know if I really mess with it a lot, I'd be able to figure it out, but I don't know if I'm willing to spend that much time on it. I just got another idea. Okay, so let's just place that there for a sec. Let's see. I could do something like, see how low. I don't think I'd want to go any lower than that. It would have to be like here though. So if I take this like that. Excuse me. Something like this. Make these purple. Thank you. There's a big fire in my state right now. And it's causing a lot of nasal issues. All right. Does that look purposeful enough? You know what? There's another idea. Oh. No, that didn't work. Why is this bugging me so much? There's ways to do corner signs, right? Problem is, they don't really have that many small sign options. See, even though I'm like 1,500 hours in this game, I still haven't really done that much with cosmetics until now. So I'm learning. Why is it only going off of that axis now? What the hell? Whoa. Let's see. There was something else that I did that I liked better than this. What was it? Was it just like that? You know what? Maybe if I at least do that, I'd like this better. Let's see. Thing is, I don't use a lot of smelters because I've been using pure recipes, and those use refineries. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I don't hate it. I think I'm trying to convince myself I don't hate it. Kind of like cat ears? A little bit. Okay, this is it in white. That looks really cool down there. Let's see. Two dots in the center. It's not showing for some reason. Weird. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think we'll call this good. Like I said, I don't really use smelters anymore since I got the pure recipes. I think we may just call this. Yeah, it's not bad. Honestly, it's my least favorite of all of the machines that I've built, but like I said, I don't really use it, so that's okay. All right. Just save that as Corsair Smelter. All right. There we go. There's something, my Corsair packager, which here I'll show you what I meant by I kept it simple since it's such a small machine. So the Corsair packager just has that and that right there and that right there. I think that's all I had. Yeah, I kept it really simple. Yeah. How do I move this? I need to move this to there. There we go. Okay. So now I've got all my Corsair stuff. Some of this stuff, like there's some constructors and manufacturers. I did it in kind of groupings, like this. This one, I have just this whole 2 machine thing with the merger and splitters as one blueprint, because I always use the same exact design. So there was no point in me just like having the machines themselves. I could easily change that at some point, but oh yeah, I forgot. I did do a bar down here too. All right. Okay. But yeah, I might upload these to the Blueprint website eventually once I get around to it. Let me let me check some. Let me make sure my machines are all still running correctly. Yeah, look at that. Every time I look at that, I'm kind of proud. Takes a lot of planning before I even start building. Okay, so here's an issue. I need to remove these guys. This was kind of just a actually, you know what? I have an idea. What I can do. Okay, so all my stuff will end up down here. If I do wait. Okay, mass dismantle limit. But can I do that when I'm in... I can't mass What? I thought I could. I can't remove a bunch of blueprints at once? Weird. But yeah, probably my next factory will be all this aesthetic. It'll be my first mega factory of the game. No, because it's supposed to be hold left click or hold left control for mass dismantle. But like, see, I can do this, but when I'm in, I mean, I could do this, but I'm trying to remove all the blueprints at once. That'd be too hard to do that. Because I was hoping to dismantle them all at once and then have a supply chest show up down there with all this stuff in it. Strange. Okay. That makes things a little more complicated because I'm gonna have to, let's see. Is that a Mercersphere? How long has that been there? What the heck? When did you get here? I don't have any space to pick it up right now, but weird. Okay, you know what? For now, oops. I'm just gonna build out a temporary storage container here. I'm gonna dump everything in. Let's see. Hey, thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. Knives, hope you have a great night. I probably won't be going more than an hour longer anyways. Take it easy. Thanks for your input. It really helped. Yeah, see, this thing uses a lot of crystals. But yeah, I got to get back to working on my battery factory because this has distracted me, this whole cosmetic thing. Dang, my inventory's getting full. I accidentally placed a sign over here at some point. Okay, inventory's completely full now. I didn't, okay, I don't have a random storage chest laying around. I'm gonna need a second one of these. Dang. Yeah, my inventory is packed. I didn't mean to pack my inventory like this. You know what? Can't hurt to have a little bit of some stuff on me. That way I actually use it when I'm building. All right. There we go. Okay. You know what? Let's go ahead and make some more space here. Because I did make one change to my planner recently, and I used, instead of the just regular copper ingots with the smelter, I decided to use the pure copper ingot refinery recipe. That way I could get a good amount of copper powder coming in. And I think in the future that'd come in handy. I don't need copper powder right now, but since I have access to a good amount of copper here, I figured I'd change this. But that also means that I'll need a lot more refineries for this. 52 refineries to be exact, which is going to be very expensive and very big. So if I use my handy calculator on my laptop next to me, 52 divided by 4. Or no, 52 divided by 4. 52 divided by 4. So that means I'm going to need 13 rows of refineries. So that means, let's see, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got 10 right here. So it'll go out even farther than this. So let's see, if I do it over here, this might be where I do it, out here. Bring it out this way. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And I want it to be the same spacing between here and here, except on the other side. It'll kind of make it a little symmetrical, and I think I like that. So I did start this one, as you can see, on my logistics floor, going that way. So that means, so there's 1, 2, 3. So if I go 1, 2, 3, this is where I'll need to start my next round of refineries. So let's see. Why are these here? The Corsair isn't supposed to be here. Also, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Oh yeah, if you guys, I saw my avatar rise up quite a bit there. You know what? Just to let's break your immersion really quick. I'll show you how my arms are attached to my body. I've got 4 arms. Okay. Yeah, that's me being very cheap and not being able to afford a good avatar that's customizable. But yeah, this is what we're gonna do next right here. Let's see. So 52 refineries, that's nuts. So M's our manufacturer. I try to code my blueprints. What the heck? One second, I need to get this blueprint. Sample that. There we go. Then I'll place that right over here. I need to make sure that I put it in the right place though. Let's see. So it's directly on that line. And then the merger is directly on the line. Okay. I see. I gotta make sure everything's consistent. It'll drive me nuts if it's not. Is that directly on the line? Oh, I don't have a merger here. I don't have a merger here. I do not have this facing the right way. There we go. Okay, so needs to be on that line. I think that's correct. And then this is supposed to be like that. Let me just confirm this. So, yeah, that the edge of the machine platform there, it's along this line. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. This one's slightly closer together than over there. I think what did I do over here? So that was the no. Okay, so I had this like that, but I didn't have any input. Rich, thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. How are you doing today? Let's see. Yeah, so we'll but what we're doing is more like this. There's going to be an item input and a water input. Nice, nice. How far are you into the game? Tell me, how many hours have you placed? I'm currently working my way up to 1,500. Yeah, so I changed the spacing a little bit from this one to this one. I think I want to go back to this. Get a little more space in there. Because this one, let's see. Yeah, this is my aluminum module right here. This is my oil module. Nice, nice. That's a decent number. But yeah, I think this will probably be the center of my factory right here. So I want to try to be more symmetrical and have this side be kind of like this side. The spacing between the machines. But yeah, what I'm working on right now is specifically 52 refineries right here. Whereas this one over here, I had 40 refineries. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Because what's going to be released from here, from the center, will be copper ingots. So technically, I don't even need this right here. You know, I want it gapped like that. I want the gap. Okay, so I got that. Let me go grab the other side now. Yeah, we'll grab that. Okay. But yeah, how you enjoying the game? There we go, line it up like that. That'll also make sure that the spacing between this module and that module is the same as between this module and that module. Yeah, no, this game is extremely addicting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am counting that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, the thing is... Wait, let me get my calculator out again. So 52 divided by 4, so 13 rows. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There we go. But yeah, are you playing any kind of specific game mode? I currently, during this this newest update, I'm playing random nodes, pure nodes. Yeah, no, I never use that. I have a laptop right next to me, so it's a lot easier for me to bring that up. All right. Oh, I did not get the foundation all the way out to where I need it. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, 52. So wait. So I got 13 times 2 right now. 13 times 2 equals 26? Yeah, 26. Now I need to add the second layer. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay. So, we'll do the top layer now. The way I do that is I line this up with that. Oh my god, I'm you can't hear it because I've got my soundtracks separated, but I'm listening to the Expedition 33 soundtrack, and oh my god, it's beautiful. So I can raise this up now. Okay. There we go. Yeah, no, that's the thing about this game. It's more, in my opinion, it's more fun if you don't worry about progressing in the game. I guess I should take that back, actually. I say progress in the game, get through the early stuff first. Like, force your way through it, the early stuff to get to higher belt speeds, and then work on parts. But don't even work on elevator parts, I'd say. And then once you get a good factor with all the parts that you need for the space elevator, then just manually craft them. That's what I usually do. But actually, I took a long break from Satisfactory, and only recently with the newest update started again. But yeah, nuclear energy is... You gotta be careful of nuclear energy. Oh shit, I think I screwed up actually. I think I need to fix the other side. Yeah, I need to fix my other side here. I didn't bring it back in close enough, so now this is going to be clipping into the thing there. So let me lower that down here just a sec. Remove that guy. Resample this. There we go. Okay, let's bring it up. And me, I love blueprinting, so like I spend a lot of time blueprinting. There we go. And that really sets me back as far as like the speed in which I play the game. All right, everything should be laid out correctly. Let me just confirm here really quick. Okay, so that dropped down. Okay, see, that's something that I really need to get better at, and that's the roads, the rails. I love drones. I love drones. In my first world, I had a fleet of maybe like almost 60 drones, I want to say, all moving stuff around my world. Okay, yeah, I think I got that right. Cool. All right. But that being said, this factory that I'm working on right here, that you can see on screen right now, this is one factory that I'm working on. The main outsource of this will be batteries. And that's the reason for this huge amount of batteries is because this will be powering my drone fleet in this world. I tried getting nitrogen to actually, so this is my factory I'm working on right now. Before I planned out this factory, I was planning out this factory, this giant factory right here, but I wasn't able to get nitrogen to the place where I needed it. The drones just wouldn't fly far enough. So I decided I'm going to take a quick break from this and knock out a battery farm first. Let's see. But yeah, I really don't know too much about, I know trains. I played around with trains a little bit in my first world, but I didn't really like them that much. I was just, laying out the track was just a pain in the ass. And I think that's what deterred me from playing around with trains. I might try playing around with trucks, actually. But, like, probably on a smaller scale with just moving, like, items around my factory. Especially with my next factory. It's going to be it's going to be pretty big. So, using trucks to move things from one place to another in the factory might be a smart move. Yeah, that's what I hear. The pathing is much better. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right. You know what? With me doing this, I probably should grab some of my spare items that I have in these containers over here. All right. But yeah, like I forced my way through the game all the way to Jetpack. And then I built a factory, and then I pushed my way through the game all the way to Hoverpack. I just brute forced it. I didn't really set up anything super permanent. Let's see. Just want to grab a little bit of a bunch of stuff to build with. I have a bunch of extra stuff here because I was blueprinting earlier today. And after I destroyed the blueprints, I had a ton of stuff. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right. So something I've been doing in this world and other worlds that I've worked in is I do not overclock anything. I always prefer building with more machines than overclocking. just a rule of mine, because I love seeing huge amounts of machines. Also, another rule of mine, since we're talking about that, I need my power to be 100% stable. That means all machines working 100% of the time. And that requires a lot of calculations. You got copper going, and then you throw down power poles and fly to explore until find what you're looking for. Nice, nice. Yeah, I love setting up a factory that makes like small amounts of stuff, and then exploring the world for hours, coming back and seeing everything that I got back. Okay, so this thing actually will be creating just iron ingots, and it will be releasing. This thing will be releasing 1,950 copper ingots, I should say. My belts can only handle 780. So if I do on my calculator, handy calculator next to me, 1,950 divided by 780, which is my max belt speed, I'll need at least 2.5 belts. Okay. So most of this will be going to copper powder, actually. Yeah, there's nothing worse than having a power grid go down. I actually, in order to start the stuff up in my... Actually, I started off this factory by building this power tower right here. One of my first major fuel power grids, or power stations. I had to shut down one of my other factories, my steel factory, in order to get all this started up in order to get fuel there. And then I started my other factory back up. I learned my lesson after having my power grid go down before. It sucks. Okay. Making the grid in a way that can black start it if I have to. I didn't do that in my first save. It took a few... Yeah, it probably took me about 5 hours or so to repair after my first power grid failure when I was just starting off the game. I never want that to happen again. So it does look like I only have 216 going to Alclad aluminum sheets. And then the rest goes to copper powder. So if I divide 1950 divided by 4, that'll be 487. Okay. So I probably will keep these as 4 separate separate lines. What I mean by that is just that'll be one line. This will be one line. This will be one line, and then this will be one line. And I'll have to keep them separate because I'm going to be releasing so many copper ingots. And then when I turn most of it into copper powder, I'll need 6 constructors for that. Okay. So if I do 487.5... Sorry, I'm doing some quick calculations here. So each belt line, 478. I'll figure that out later. But I'll need 6 constructors One of these lines, though, will probably split off and go this way and make the alclad aluminum sheets, which with 21 assemblers, which will be, I'll probably build that right here. Yeah, we'll build that right here. And surprisingly, all of these, making pure copper ingots, will only need 2 water extractors. That's it. I will make a water tower for this thing, though. But I actually don't need all these lifts. Yeah, I don't need the lifts, I don't need the pipes. Ugh, that's gonna take a while to remove, actually. The blueprint backfired on me. Actually... Ah, there we go. That's the easy way to do it. I do think I'll still keep the mergers here in this location and just have the stuff go by. But yeah, I can easily just do this, I guess. Yeah, we'll make this nice and clear. So over there, I kind of made it so like you could walk through. I may want to try to do something over here too, to make it so that I could just walk down here. Because I think after I finish the whole factory, I'd like to make a walkway that I can walk through the whole factory. Because I love walking through my machines. Like going through here like this. Watching them all go. Really love that. Yeah, if I line this up just right, I should be able to... Oops. Oh, that needs to be removed anyways. Alright. But yeah, I think... I might try bringing this over here like this and then down. And for sure the assembler build will be right here, which will require... It will use all the aluminum ingots and 22, because I round up, alclad aluminum sheets. I don't have a good assembler blueprint yet, though. So I will have to place all of them. That's going to be a pain. That sounds like a problem for future me. Future Shen. Come on. Line up. I don't want to accidentally destroy my machines. Yeah. Oh my god, the Expedition 33 soundtrack is so good. Yeah. Sorry, one sec. I'm hungry. I got the munchies right now. Where's my flaming hot Cheetos? Ah, there they are. Want some flaming hot Cheetos? I've been eating way too many flaming hot Cheetos lately. It's probably not bad for. It's probably bad for my stomach. All right. Then we will... I've just been using the max belt speed that I have available to me to connect every single belt. Even the ones out of the machine, even though I don't need to. Is that the only time that you have to lay off of them? So if you eat them quick enough before it starts burning out the other end, that's fine, right? You can eat as much as you want. I think something I need to think about when building this thing is where I'm gonna have the water come in from, because I might have 2 water pipes, actually. Huh. Yeah, I thought that after eating them as much as I do, that I'd get tired of them, but I really don't. This is gonna be a lot of copper ingots. I can honestly say this is probably going to be the most copper ingots I've made in any of my worlds. Which is surprising because I'm still only on the, I still only have, Mark 5 belts. When I get a full miner, or overclocked miner Mark 3, I should be able to get a lot more copper ingots, but I don't think I ever made use of that. Yeah, no, I can't get tired of steak. I hardly ever eat steak, though. I don't know how to cook, so... Yeah. I live off frozen food and flaming hot Cheetos. Yeah, so I found that the hardest part of the game was aluminum. And I don't know if it's just because when I was doing aluminum in my first worlds, like, I wasn't experienced enough to know how to do them right, like the recycled water and whatnot. But making this aluminum module right here was actually pretty simple. Like, I didn't struggle with this at all. So I must be learning how to do it right. Yeah, I've got the, this makes the alumina solution right here. And since I've got these higher than the inputs of these, this acts as a water tower. So I don't have to worry about pumps or anything. It just immediately flows it all out. perfectly fine. I did have to use water pumps underneath here to pump the water up to here. However, once it gets up to here, this acts as a water tower as well and easily gets water to there, and it pumps up to here, and this creates like a water tower effect. So it easily gets into there and these two. So I'm learning. Fluid has always been a little glitchy in this game though, so yeah, that's always fun to deal with. I think they may have fixed some stuff with the fluid physics in this game with the newest update. I seem to be having less issues with it. Satisfactory. I have not heard of that. I've watched a lot of videos on it, and I've read oh wait. I think I may have. I just didn't know of it as the plumbing guide. I probably have read it. Because I think what you're talking about is where I learned how to make priority mergers, fluid priority mergers, or VIP mergers, I think is what they called, variable input priority mergers, I think, if we're talking about the same thing, which actually helped out when I was working on my aluminum. Oops. Yeah, I got to figure out how I'm going to get the water up here. I think I will split it into 2 different sides. And that should work fine because I need 520 water here. But if I split it into 2, that'll be 210. No. 260. That'll be 260 per water pump. And then one side will go to this side, one side will go to the other side. The only issue is that's going to be a long way for the water to have to travel. Which I've had issues with that before. We'll see how it works. Yeah, because piping water long distances just overall is a bad idea. You're going to have a bad time. All right. Okay, but yeah, these guys I'll probably move farther to the outside where it drops down. That way I could walk through here. Make that a walkway. That way I could make like a little hallway with windows. I always come up with plans like this, and then after I finish my factory, I always just forget about the factory and move on to the next one without actually completing what I was thinking about doing. All right, everything look good here? Yeah. Everything look good down here. Everything's connected up. Cool, cool. So 780 copper will be coming into this thing. Where do I have that coming in from? Please tell me this is the copper. Nope, that's iron. Okay, so copper has to be... No, that's sulfur right there. That's sulfur, so copper would be one of these guys. Also, this is my logistics floor. I've been trying my best to keep my logistics floor fairly organized, but sometimes they get a little out of hand for my big factories. Okay, so copper will be coming from here. I'll need to bring it all the way over here. Let's see. So I'll need to create a merger here. Oh, that merger's not here. This one's tied up to the machine, so I'm going to have to get the mergers tied up to the machine over here. A little crawl space. Here. I need to remove... actually, no. I don't need to remove these. I need these. Oh, shit. Actually... Yeah, I'm going to have to remove them. Okay, this is going to be a little more complicated than I was expecting. Just because I'm limited with my blueprints. I have not been in this world long enough to get some good blueprints in. Actually, I probably should have redone this blueprint before I started this. Because this is going to be a little bit of a pain. Now I'm listening to Skyfall by Adele. Love it. Like, I'm not a huge fan of James Bond, just overall. But the music is really good. Yeah, see, this is the issue. The pipe is going to be too close to this for me to be able to input. Because, like, I'm going to have to add merger right here. I probably will have the copper going in from... Where should I have the copper coming in from? It probably would be easier for me to have it come in from over here, since the source is right there. That way I don't have to, like, bring it all the way over here and then just circle it back around. Doesn't really matter too much, I don't think. But yeah, I'd be doing something like... probably out here. Because what I do... Nope. Needs to be a little farther out, maybe. Oh, that actually connects there? I'm actually surprised that connects. Does that look okay, though? Am I okay with how this looks? It looks a little wonky. I might do the splitter a little farther out. Like that. Okay. You know what? I do work early tomorrow, so I will have to call it a stream here. Rich, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content you saw today, feel free to hit that subscribe button. If not, thank you for hanging out anyways. Those of you on the purple platform, thank you for hanging out. Love you all. I will probably be streaming tomorrow. Most likely I'll stream tomorrow. Hey, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. Oh yeah, I think, oh, I did see your alert. Never mind. Thank you. But yeah, we're gonna end the stream here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow maybe. Bye.